Well, that was sure a welcome to VGC if I've ever had an experience. I knew my first experience with VGC wouldn't be the easiest, but man, what exactly was I supposed to do against Dozo Tatsu? Surely week 2 will be a little bit better, right? What the? Are you kidding me? Oh, cut me some slack, damn it! Whatever. Anyway, guys, here's SPL Season 3, week number 2. So here's the team against the Baton Rogue Butterfrees, coached by +1, and suffice to say, the matchup here is pretty, I wouldn't say not completely out of my favor, but dealing with a team as remotely all-out attacking as +1's is, it's going to be very tough to deal with. Especially considering the fact that not only does he have a great support system with Whimsicott and Electivire to an extent, he also has a lot of hard-hitting Pokemon that has the ability to not only hit hard, but hit both of my Pokemon at the same time hard. We're talking Regidrago with Dragon Energy, Terrakion with Rock Slide and Earthquake, Gliscor with Rock Slide, with Earthquake, Chandelure with Heat Wave. He has a vast way of dealing a huge amount of damage to both of my slots at relative ease, especially accentuated with the fact that he also has Whimsicott, which is essentially one of the best support mons in the entire VGC format. So my game plan, well, I don't know if you really call it a game plan, but I'm trying to not lose for the most part. And this is pretty much my best bet here of trying to ensure that, well, I don't get 2-0'd. I'll be happy if I can take at least one game in this series. I'm not expecting much, but for the most part, it's not going to stop me from trying at the very least. So, due to my inability to stop my opponent from spamming these spread moves, I decided to make my best bet to, at the very least, try to make the speed control my advantage. And truth be told, this is my best way of doing that. I mean, after all, sex is cool and all, but have you ever tried a physically defensive Trick Room Gardevoir before? Anyway, this Gardevoir set is designed to, at the very least, put the speed control of my advantage, as it's the only Pokemon on my team with the ability to change the speed with Trick Room. Dazzling Gleam plus Shadow Ball hits everything else on my opponent's team for at least neutral damage, and I have Covert Cloak here to ensure that I don't get Fake Out flinched by Weavile or Iron Head flinched by Jirachi. Other than that though, this set is just designed to be a best of a support mon for the rest of my team as possible. But not necessarily my only way of dealing with speed control. I also have some ways of not dying immediately to his spread moves. Starting off with my Keldeo. Keldeo is designed here to be Assault Vest to take on his hard-hitting special attackers, specifically the Hisuian Zoroark, as the HP investment ensures I have the ability to take 2 Modest Choice Specs Shadow Balls from Hisuian Zoroark from full. And with Terra Fairy, I have another means of not getting overwhelmed by Regidrago if my Gardevoir does go down. I have Icy Wind for some additional speed control, and my last one was Vacuum Wave just to get a surprise revenge kill on like a Terrakion if Tailwind's up by my opponent. Other than that though, this set is fairly straightforward. I also forgot to mention I'm Terra Fairy on my Gardevoir just to boost the power of Dazzling Gleam. Then we have our Life Orb Terra Stellar Excadrill, which is just a very straightforward, try to hit hard and fast before I eventually die, because if my opponent gets Tailwind up with his Whimsicott, then my Excadrill is still slower than his Terrakion, and I will then just get mollywopped by Close Combat or Earthquake, whatever. So, my hope is, in this situation, is to be in a position where at the very least Terrakion is gone, so this makes my Excadrill a little bit better in the matchup. And between Excadrill's Dual Stab plus Protect, I don't really need anything else for the most part in this matchup. Just try to hit hard, do as much damage as possible with my Excadrill, and hopefully things will fall into my favor. Now we get to the meat of things with my Ogerpon. I know there was some talk, and I've seen some some other teams after doing some research and seeing that physically defensive Ogerpon is actually a thing. So after looking it up and doing some calcs, I actually figured that Ogerpon can actually live some hits from Terrakion, barring it's not like, if it doesn't have a boost from like beat up Whimsicott. If it's at +4, then GG. Other than that though, I can live a Rock Slide, and this specific EV spread here allows me to guarantee take 2 Icicle Crashes from Weavile. I think it's with Life Orb, and this is without me Terastallizing. So the idea is to not immediately Terastallize with this Ogerpon, because if I become a pure Fire type and I become a pure Fire type, words. This also ensures that stuff like Gliscor becomes a lot more problematic if he decides to bring it. Since I'm losing my grass typing, I become more susceptible to stuff like Earthquake or High Horsepower from Gliscor. I want at the very least to keep my non-terra as much as I possibly can, just to ensure that I can take those hits a little bit better. It also gives me a better way of dealing with stuff like Jirachi if it's physical. If it's special with like Power or Meteor Beam, then I can't do anything about that. But other than that, this set is just here to try to do as much damage to my opponent's team as possible, take hits, do damage back. It isn't meant to deal with stuff like Regidrago since it resists my dual stab. At the best, I could probably get like 35% off, but this is just a sort of redirection to help out my Gardevoir get out Trick Room a little bit easier, and Spiky Shield is there to stall a turn of Tailwind if he does have it up. And then everything else is just speed for Regidrago if it's modest, and the rest is thrown to attack and special defense. Then I have my Salamence. This is my way of trying to get Tailwind up, but truthfully speaking, his Tailwind abuse is much better than mine, as his Tailwind user can beat my Mence 1v1, especially if I don't Terra my Salamence into a Steel type. But if I Terra my Salamence, Terrakion becomes more of a threat, even with it being intimidated. If it's like Clear Amulet, then there's no point. Other than that though, Draco Meteor and Heat Wave just gives me the best way of hitting his entire team. Heat Wave specifically is there for the Jirachi. Protect is there to at least stall a turn of Tailwind, and I have White Herb as my item of choice just to ensure that after I go for Draco Meteor, I'm not set up fodder for anything my opponent may go for in the turn afterwards. And honestly speaking, I couldn't really think of another item to run on this Salamence. And then lastly, we have our Focus Sash Tyranitar with Terra Flying to ensure that I have a means of dodging my own Earthquakes. Rock Slide and Knockoff is pretty self-explanatory, just great dual stab overall. Low Kick gives me a means of dealing with it gives me a way of hitting stuff like Terrakion for super effective damage, the Clean 2 a KO, deals with Weavile, and Protect also lets me Scout. I have enough speed to guarantee outspeed Weavile if I'm able to somehow get Tailwind up with Salamence, but depending on what 6 he may bring, it may not matter in the long run. But Focus Sash is just there to ensure I can guarantee take any hit from the Terrakion or any other Pokemon on this team, guaranteed from full. And yeah, with that out of the way, that's the team, and with that out of the way, let's head on over to the battle. Alright guys, here we are, SPL Season 3, Week Number 2, taking on +1 and his Baton Rogue Butterfrees. This is more or less the team I was expecting to see, with some slight variation, perhaps. Maybe that's the thing of the Weavile to come here. Let's see, but no, this is more or less the team I was fully expecting. So just looking at what he brought, I know for a fact I have to be aggro from the get-go. So let's lead off with T-Tar Excadrill, and then in the back, I'm thinking, let's see, let's try Ogerpon 3, and I'm thinking Gardevoir as my 4th. I could have also did Mence instead, but considering there's Tailwind, I don't think I do well with the Tailwind as opposed to my opponent, and I can Trick Room at any point with my my Gardevoir, so that's something to keep in mind. But yeah, I have to be very, very aggressive with this team from the get-go, because +1's team is super, super threatening. Like, Terrakion in and of itself is just a huge pain in the ass. But yeah, So let's see how this series is going to go for me here. Whimsicott Terrakion lead as I expected. Alright. So, with that information, so what I have to do, the best case scenario for me is I have to double attack into the Terrakion slot. I know it's Terra fighting, but just double attacking into Terrakion just seems like the best case scenario in the long run. Because no matter what, Terrakion cannot take out both T-Tar and Excadrill in one hit. And Whimsicott can't go for beat up shenanigans and get up Tailwind at the same time. Okay, so he's gonna protect. Okay, so that was a really good scout. As he Sunny Days. Ooh, really good. Good stuff, good stuff. So he gets rid of my sand, which is unfortunate. Highly unfortunate. Alright, so Sunny Day on Whimsicott. So let me write that down. Okay. Okay, so now Terrakion's the fastest modern on the field. I still feel like I make the same play again, though. Because Whimsicott is annoying, but Terrakion's the bigger threat to me offensively. So I feel like I'd still... Actually, do I make the play now? No, I feel like... No, I'd still make the play, because the thing is... Because if Jirachi's in the back, it doesn't really matter, because he's going to Terra fighting here. Like, no matter what. So, best case scenario, he close combats into Tyranitar. Like, literally, that's the best case scenario. I mean, the crit didn't matter. Or he Earthquakes. Wait, what? Did I miss something? Oh, I did miss something. Yeah, I missed something very crucial. I said Terra Fighting on the wrong Pokemon. Terra Fighting was Zoroark, not Terrakion. It was Ground. So that was a misplay on my part. That's fucking fantastic. So I just lost a T-Tar drill for no absolute reason, because I can't read Terra types these days. Okay, so now I have to, like, literally put in overtime here with Overpond Gardevoir. Alright. So I think what I have to do now is what? Earthquake shouldn't kill me. Misplay on my part because I didn't read the Terra. I misread the Terra types. I could Spiky Shield, but the problem is I don't know if Whimsicott has Encore. That's basically the one thing throwing me off. So I have to like Horn Leech into Terrakion and Trick Room. Okay, thank God. Okay, so here's hoping this works out for me. Beautiful, it worked. Alright, check out Terrakion. Thank the Lord. Okay, so we know the Terrakion's Life Orb. So Ogerpon gets a kill on Terrakion. And Tailwind's up. So that's a kill for Ogerpon. And we get the Trick Room up. Okay. Now, depending on what he has left, what he brought. Okay, so this is a somewhat of a. This is still doable. Now that I got my Trick Room up, we see Gliscor come out though. So this is screaming protect on Gliscor, and I'm assuming like some sort of helping hand shenanigan. I think for the most part, I'm gonna cudgel into Whimsicott, and I'm going to protect with Gardevoir. This is just to like okay, yeah, helping hand's fine. Alright, so Whimsicott goes down. So that's 2 kills for Ogerpon. Down goes the Whimsicott. High horsepower into the Gardevoir slot. Beautiful. Alright, so what's the last two? What's his last one? This is the Zoroark. Okay. Alright, so Zoroark, Gliscor, that's his last two. From here, I gotta prioritize Zoroark, because Gliscor cannot kill me if I don't Terra. And I think I just Dazzling Gleam into both slots just to make sure I get some damage out of time. Alright, good. That's fine. I'm totally okay with that. Nice. Cudgel into the Zoroark. Down it goes. So that's 3 kills, Ogerpon. Alright. Sunlight goes away. And now we just... How many turns of Trick Room is left? 2 turns. Okay, so... Just don't Terra, and just... Oops. Cudgel, Gliscor, and Dazzling Gleam. Because he already... Actually, I could have Terra Gardevoir, now that I think about it. But I don't know if the extra damage would have benefited me in that sense. Because the thing is, even when Trick Room goes away, does Gliscor kill me? I don't think so if I don't Terra. Yeah, I think I could have Terra'd the Gardevoir this turn. Just to do more damage with Dazzling Gleam. Doesn't get the double protect off. Yeah, I could have Terra'd the Gardevoir. Because I don't think Gleam into Cudgel kill. Oh, maybe it does. Maybe it does. Nope. Alright. Oh, he's Citrus Berry. Okay. So yeah, he's gonna burn the last turn of Trick Room here. Yeah, so I'll Cudgel and then... Yeah, I'll Terra the Gardevoir and then Dazzling Gleam again. Because no matter what, he's clicking Protect. He just needs to burn the Trick Room turns. The last turn of Trick Room. So yeah, I could have made this play last turn, but I wasn't entirely sure if, yeah, Terraring Ogerpon was never the play as long as I knew what the last one was. So he's going to Protect here, or not. So maybe this will kill. Alright! Let's go! Let's go, Gardevoir. Ha! Oh my god, I won! I won a VGC game, guys. After that horrendous start, you wouldn't have known I won a game. So that's a 2-0 win? Yeah, it's 2-0. Oh my god, that was amazing. Absolutely amazing. Alright, so I know better now from game 1 not to BS on the Terra types. I know now the Terrakions ground, it's not fighting. Okay. Alright, so let's do this again. Now that I know that it's sunny day on... Now that I know it's sunny day on the Whimsicott, I think the lead this time is going to be Excadrill Ogerpon, and T-Tar Gardevoir will be in the back. I still like Gardevoir, I still like Excadrill as a lead still. So yeah. Excadrill, Ogerpon, and then T-Tar Gardevoir in the back. But yeah, Trick Room came in clutch for me. That game 1. So let's just run it back game 2 and see if we can come out with the dub. Okay. Ooh boy. So let's see, he's doing the same lead. Same lead, okay. Actually, it doesn't necessarily have to be the same lead. Cause I do have to respect that it didn't happen game 1, he did bring Zoroark, but he didn't lead it and disguise it as anything. I still feel my best bet though is to still do the same thing I did turn 1 in the last game, to double attack the Terrakion. So Iron Head with Terrakion and Horn Leech the Terrakion. Like, he can protect again if this actually is Terrakion, but I'm not entirely sure yet. Yeah, so he's gonna protect again. Alright, so here he's just respecting the fact that I could just be, I could be Focus Sash on the drill. Actually, did I even reveal that I was... No, I didn't reveal a thing. This still doesn't give me any information. I know the Whimsicott is Whimsicott, though, because it went for Dazzling Gleam, and Zoroark, as far as I remember, does not get Gleam. So, I think what I do now is I'll protect with Excadrill and Horn Leech into the Terrakion, because I know the Terrakion's Life Orb. So we see Terra Ground again. So I know this is the actual Terrakion Whimsicott lead from last game. Helping Hand. I don't think Overlord's going to live this hit, though. Oh my god, it did! Ogerpon, you beast! Ogerpon, you beast! Oh, sweet Jesus. No KOs for you. Not this time. Alright. Threat down. And in comes Regidrago. And he already burned his Terra. Perfect. So, what can I do from here? I think what I do this time is I could go... I could definitely save Ogerpon I think what I do is I want to mitigate the Whimsicott. So I think I Iron Head into Whimsicott and bring in Tyranitar. So let's make that play. If he Sunny Days here, then props. Okay, he has Helping Hands. So at least I'm going to take out the Whimsicott, so I'll have to worry about the Sunny Day nonsense. And there's no Tailwind. So Whimsicott goes down, that's a kill for X-Control. So I'm assuming my X-Or's going to die to Earth Power, yeah. I'm okay with that trade. Totally will take that trade. $100 times out of 100, I'll take that trade. So Regidrago is to kill. I'll bring out my Gardevoir. And its last mon is Jirachi. Let's see. I think what I do here is, I mean, worst case scenario, he double attacks into Gardevoir, right? I think my play is to still go for Trick Room, because I feel like he is going to double attack Gardevoir to make sure I don't get Trick Room up. And I think I will... I want to prioritize the Regidrago. Because as long as I have Ogerpon, I don't think I can lose to Jirachi. And he already burnt his Terra. So yeah, let's just knock off the Regidrago. He's just going to Earth Power. Special Defense drop. Iron Head. Okay. Double attacking the T-Tar makes sense. But we do break through. Knock off the Scarf, which didn't really matter. Alright, so we have Speed Control again. And we see Leftovers. Oh, it's Room Service! Oh dear. Okay, I see you. Actually, this is really bad, because I don't think I minus speeded my, my Mons here. Oh boy. I think I still Gleam and knock off into Jirachi. So if I had known that was... So now that I thought it was Scarf Regidrago, I probably could have... If I targeted Jirachi, I probably would have won for sure. Yeah, Iron Head me. Alright, so Regidrago goes down. Okay, so that's a kill for Gardevoir. Into Regidrago. And Jirachi cannot knock out both T-Tar and... It can't knock out both T-Tar and Gardevoir in one turn. So I just knock off into Shadow Ball. Alright, so we prioritize the Tyranitar, which is fine. And that's a wrap. Oh my god, I won a set. Oh man, that is insane. I actually won. Holy crap. Absolutely insane. I cannot believe I won, guys. I was stressing the Terrakion so much. Me making Gardevoir Trick Room was like the smartest thing I could have did this entire set. Ogerpon popped off game 1, and game 2, the adjustment I made into Leo with Ogerpon over Excadrill was, over Tyranitar was so huge. I cannot believe I won. 2-0 no less. Against an accomplished VTC person. Absolutely insane. I am literally shaking right now, guys. I am legitimately shaking. Oh god, I freaking won. I know it's only one set, but Jesus Christ. This feels so different from what happened week 1 with the Dondozo. I won 2-0 on the back of Ogerpon and Trick Room Gardevoir. That was so clutch. And physically defensive Ogerpon went stupid in this game. Absolutely stupid. I wish I got to show off the Keldeo at the very least, but the matchup wasn't there. But in any case, we win the set 2-0 over +1. GG to him. Check him out in the description down below. Check out all the other coaches taking part in the SPL. We won our first game, guys. We are 1-1 heading into week 3. We're going to be taking on Mountay, another very strong battler in the singles game, and it's going to be a fun one. It's going to be a competition of rain versus sand. So I hope you guys are looking forward to that one as much as I am. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you have the battle nonetheless. And until the next time, guys, this is Tone signing out for now. Peace out.